Hi there, I'm Theresa. I just wanted to take a few minutes to introduce myself, and I'd like to take you back about 18 years ago. I was a young married woman in crisis. I had married into an abusive relationship. I did not have the desire to go on. I didn't have the hope to go on with my life. I did not see who I was, that I had any value. I had to literally remind myself when I went to sleep at night. I would write a note on my arm so that when I woke up in the morning, I'd remember, okay, yeah, that's right. You do want to live today. I used to write, you want to be alive. Well, I finally got the courage to call my local church, which was Ground Vineyard, and Pastor Todd Smith sent a woman to my house that day, and she pulled up with her Kentucky accent and her convertible, and we went for a drive, and she told me that I was going to be okay. I did not think I was less than after spending a few minutes with this woman, but I felt like the life that I was living in was reversible. And that woman was Sandra George, and Sandra George is our founder. She is the amazing founder of Daughters of Naomi. But you see, before Daughters of Naomi was even born, Sandra was doing the work. She was reaching women that were in crisis. She was reaching women that didn't have hope. And she was taking the time out of her day to invest in those women, to take them by the hand, to put them in her car, to take them for a ride, to visit them in the jail, whatever it was that God put on her heart. She was obedient, and she sought to fulfill her calling to restore women back to their identity in Christ. And I'd like to say she started with me, but I'm sure there were others. About 15 years ago, Sandra began to open up her own doors to women that were like me, to live a life in front of them that they could one day live themselves, so that they could have an example of what loving God and loving your family and being healthy looks like. Not perfect, but healthy. Sandra has always taught us that this is not a perfect walk, but God is ever changing us and ever restoring us. And I have experienced that for years. I have sat underneath many of Sandra's teachings that she has held in her own home and at Daughters of Naomi. At some of the residential places that she had, I attended some classes on codependency and other inner healing courses that Daughters of Naomi offers. She also was asked to teach on many different topics, in which I eagerly sat in those lessons as well. And she has always made herself available to me as a mentor, as a prayer partner, as a sister in Christ. And for the last 18 years, God has restored my hope. He has revealed my calling. He has given me a passion and a burning in my heart that won't go away for the lost. We had a residential program, and that is our goal. We are praying and asking for God to release all of the resources that we need to continue this ministry in a residential format. In the meantime, we have an amazing network of recovery centers, churches, volunteers, mental health facilities that we are partnering with in order to help women begin to change their life. For anybody that comes alongside arm in arm with Daughters of Naomi, I am looking forward to sharing with you the amazing things and the revelations that God is going to put in my heart for this ministry in this season. Thank you so much for all of the continued support. I am not Sandra George. I am not going to fill Sandra George's shoes. I will do things differently, but I'm here just like Sandra to do the work of God, to fulfill God's plan for this ministry, for the women in this city, in this state, in this world. He wants to call them in to the kingdom so that each woman on the face of this planet can truly embrace who God intended her to be, which is the crown, the signature of all creation. So there is so much value in you. God has put something specific in you that He wants to give to this world. He wants to show that token of love to everybody. He wants to set you on fire, and He wants to set you free, and He wants to set others free.